Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fireside Thoughts.
Hey everybody, it's day 21 of Fireside Thoughts. We're all familiar with the part of the Christmas story that involves the wise men. I mean, we've been singing songs like We Three Kings since we were wee little ones ourselves, haven't we? I want to think about this part of the Christmas story in a little bit of a different way today. So let me first begin by asking you if you can think of a couple of really significant moments in your life so far, and particularly things that were difficult or challenging or had icky emotions involved in them. When we look back on those situations, do you think it's the situation itself that has caused it to be so memorable? Or is it how you handled the situation? In other words, your reaction to the situation that has caused it to be more memorable. Because today we're going to talk about how the wise men's reaction to the significant situation of this amazing star and their prediction that this was the coming of the Messiah, a sign of that, and compare that to King Herod. So if you go to the book of Matthew and chapter 2 and starting in verse 1, we can read about the time when the wise men arrived at King Herod and they're asking him about where is this new baby king? And of course, Herod has no idea what they're talking about. And we know how the story turns out that Herod doesn't handle the situation very well. So the wise men who were magi, we refer to them as wise men, and it's partly because of how they handled the situation. Right? They were very academically oriented kind of fellas, right? They were academics. They were students of the world around them and astronomers. And this amazing thing that was happening, they approached that with curiosity and investigation and a desire to seek out what this might all mean, especially from a spiritual standpoint. If you compare that to Herod, right? Herod was fearful and angry. I mean, he was threatened about the possibility of losing his power. And I want you to think about this thought today. I want you to have a wondering about it. Is it not interesting to think about our current times that people have those same two reactions to Jesus now? They have this curiosity and seeking attitude about who Jesus is and what he might do in their lives or through their lives. Or on the other hand, they have this fearfulness, this doubt, this skepticism about this threat that Jesus might be to change the rules and force people to lose things in their lives. It's interesting that people choose either the way of the wise men or the way of Herod. The reality is, everybody, for all of us, our life is like a billboard for other people to read and see, and is the evidence of one way or another about who and what Jesus is in our lives. So let me ask you this question. Are you responsible for how people themselves react to Jesus? No, you're not. So if you're not responsible for how they react to Jesus, what are you responsible for? That's a deep question for today. Good fireside thought. Merry Christmas, everybody.